February 2026, and another trip to Patagonia Lake, Santa Cruz County, southern Arizona.
We brought the canoe on this trip, as Patagonia Lake is excellent for flatwater paddling.
Just getting the canoe onto the truck feels like a victory, though it could be worse, I suppose, if the boat were way bigger.
The drive down is straightforward, including a state scenic highway that is indeed quite scenic.
We always stop at the Helvetia Vista to take photos of the east side of the Santa Ritas, a complex ecosystem of Madrian mixed woodland, mesquite, and Chihuahuan desert grassland.
This slope looks pretty good currently, but this exact spot is slated to be turned into an open pit copper mine and tailings pile, as depicted here by the mining company.
The red dot marks the location of the Helvetia Vista.
The mine is considered inevitable, but 2026 marks the 20th year the mine has been under regulatory review, so actual digging has yet to begin.
Continuing south, we arrived at Patagonia Lake, over 500 acres of water surface, and the inspiration for multiple patches.
We canoed the eastern lobe of the lake, which has a vegetated shoreline that attracts plenty of birds.
From the put-in, the lake has gorgeous reflections, especially at sunset on calm days. Good start already.
Keith took bow on this trip, so he's in my pictures.
Paul took stern, and he did a solo lap around a small island, so he's in my shots. Either way, it was a photogenic day on the lake.
As always, birding was on tap while canoeing.
Multiple kinds of ducks were still wintering here in February, including the handsome bufflehead.
However, winner of trip bird for this trip was the common merganser, and more specifically female common mergansers.
We saw a couple of males, but there was a large raft of maybe 30 females, truly a sight to behold up close from the canoe.
Common mergansers are indeed common throughout North America, including on Arizona lakes during winter.
After birding, we canoed into an inlet to see an iconic footbridge that is so famous it made the official patch of the state park.
This called for a selfie, ably captured by Keith.
Then it was back to the put-in to conclude the lake paddle.
On the way home, we stopped in the town of Patagonia for lunch at the Wild Horse.
The food is great here, but the furniture made with mesquite wood is also reason enough to stop in at the Wild Horse.
We briefly visited the Patton Center for Hummingbirds, a must-see spot in Patagonia.
February is a little early for big numbers of hummers, but an additional contender for trip bird was in full view at the Patton Center, Inca dove.
This species ranges mostly in subtropical Mexico and South Texas, but Arizona has them as well.
With their scalloped feathering, Incas are delightful to see and watch.
Good trip, Keith. Thanks. And here's a new patch created specifically to commemorate our canoe paddle on Patagonia Lake.
Yep, Paul and his patches. Let's do this again, early and often.